Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. Both teams have circled this game on their schedule. Two of college football's elite colliding here in a matchup of top 5 teams early in the season. As we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Notre Dame Fighting Irish, taking on the 5th-ranked team, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Notre Dame will kick it off to get us underway. He'll bring it out from his end zone. He's brought down just across the 25-yard line. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll run it here. Just a small gain. Look at it, 2nd and 9.
They're just trying to establish the run. There's not much there, but give credit to that defensive line and those linebackers attacking the line of scrimmage to negate any chance at all.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Back to pass. It's Downs. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a first down. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback drops back from the shotgun, looking for a receiver. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, this defense has got to be aware that this quarterback and this offensive coordinator, they're not afraid to take shots. Here we see it early in this game, throwing the ball downfield. The defense has got to be aware. Keep those safeties back. Keep your eyes up. Try to keep a lid on this offense and look for some turnover opportunities.
Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion. We go with a direct snap. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a first down. Come up on 3rd down, solid drive. Defense trying to get off the field here. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Throw to the running back in the flat. Tackle made at the 41. That's first down yardage.
That's exactly what you want to see here from this offense. A big 3rd down conversion. Offensive line did their job, giving a quarterback enough time. Great read, good execution, throws the ball accurately. And now you got some momentum going here on this opening drive.
Pressure is coming. And he's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
In college football today, the quarterbacks get rid of the ball often so fast that this is a great example for young players on the defensive line. If you can't get to the quarterback, watch their eyes and try to get your hands up so when the ball comes, you can knock it away.
He's going to take off here. And he'll step out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
I love that this guy's not willing to just give up on plays. You know, he's got enough athletic ability to give you some positive yards in the run game, and he's able to do that right here.
They'll change the pre-snap look now. Dropping back, it's Downs. Looking for the wideout. Makes the catch downfield. And that stiff arm will help earn him the first down.
Well, it's 3rd down. The defense knows he's going to get the ball. You still can't stop the quarterback finding this receiver to be able to pick up another first down for this offense.
And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, the script from the offensive coordinator works perfectly here to get this game started for this offense. Great job of mixing up a lot of different looks to get a read and a gauge of what this defense is up to today, and you're able to put 6 points up on the board. Great start.
Now the kickoff team is out on the field.
Texas.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And the returner brought down by that coverage team. Just underway, and this home crowd is fired up and ready to make a difference today. Here comes a handoff. Finding some room at the 25.
Every now and then we see a really good run. We tend to focus on what other people did in order for that run to happen. Offensive line did. Maybe the receivers are blocking good on the edge. Sometimes the running back is pretty good too. And on that play, he picked up a lot of yards and made that happen with good effort.
How aggressive will they be on this first down play? They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Crosses the 45. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
The defense has got to do a much better job here of adjusting to the pre-snap motion. They just kind of stayed in place, and it gave the receiver plenty of room there to make a nice play.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
The pocket breaking down. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 3. Oh, a reverse. They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. Out comes the field goal team to give it a shot. This is a long way out. This will be interesting. They're going to trust the kicker from 57 yards out. Can he get it there? The attempt is no good. He missed it. And after the miss, still down by 7. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Great possession last time. They punch it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? And here comes a deep shot. Caught near the goal line. And they stop him just short. The defense really backed up now. It's 1st and goal. Longhorns trying to punch it in. It's 1st and goal. And they're trying to punch it in here. Fights his way in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Kicking team out for the PAT try. The kick sails through, so the lead is 14-0. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas.
Fields it inside the 5-yard line. And the returner brought down by the coverage team. And wow, listen to this crowd noise. This stadium is vibrating. That's why this is such a tough place for visitors to play. The gain is 3 yards, so 2nd and 7.
The defense coordinator this week already telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
Looking to pass here on 2nd down. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And he pulls in the catch. He stopped him, but he gets out and across the 25-yard line.
Just great timing here with this quarterback and his wide receiver to pick up this first down. And really over the years, that's what Notre Dame's looking to get back to consistently, is being able to complement what they can do by running the football and to have a quarterback that can drop back and make the throw like this and keep the sticks moving and keep his offense out of harm's way.
The game makes it 2nd and medium. And now the handoff. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he's in the clear now. It's a foot race. An explosive play. Big gain. Spotted down near the 37.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a 2nd down play. Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. And that's a solid gain before the defense is able to bring him down.
It's a good, solid gain. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
So now it's 3rd and short from the 30. Chance for the defense to make a play here and perhaps force a field goal attempt. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Grab down the middle. It's Kennedy. They make the stop, but not before a solid gain that time. Notre Dame getting set for the 1st and 10 now. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Aiming for the end zone. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and we reach the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 12. The coach wishes he left that one in the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Remember, last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop? Looking for his big tight end. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you just have too much time in your hands. You end up thinking way too much. Gets your hands a little shaky.
2nd down after that previous play. Dropping back. It's Downs. The pass rush closing in. Gets the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. But this time, they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So a tricky situation here. 3rd and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know, this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after a 6-yard gain. Brings up 4th down. Longhorns will line up to punt it away. He's got some daylight turning on the speed. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. So here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. They were able to punch it in the end zone last time, looking to do the same thing here to see if the defense can make adjustments. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. It was a 1st and 10 play. And they'll try to pick it up on the ground. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. That was that excellent linebacker with a clear path just running downhill quickly.
You know, I think one of the great things about watching this guy play all year is his vision. He just has great instincts. That time the defensive line ate up all the linemen, freed up the linebacker to get into the back.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. He's got some room and some blockers here. Touchdown, Texas. And the defense adds 6 with the interception return. They'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. And here's the return from inside the 5. And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick 6, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. It's a solid gain, moves the ball out to the 28.
That's a big first down for this offense, and it's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
They're going to run it. Physical running, fights off the defender. Tackle's made, but not before he makes the 43-yard line. This drive is going now.
What a surprise. Notre Dame running the football for another first down. It seems like we've been saying that for decades and decades. The ability to run the football, not just the backs that stand out to me when you think about Notre Dame's history. It's especially true about the line of scrimmage and those big offensive linemen opening up those holes.
And it's incomplete, even on a first down throw. He was under some heavy pressure. Now it's second down here. After the incompletion on first down, looking to throw it again. And he lofts one deep over the middle. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. Going the other way, can they catch him? Not just the pick, but a big return. Sets up the offense in good position.
Chris, it feels like to me the offense is being... The defenders are just sitting back there almost playing backyard football, knowing the offense is being a little bit more conservative. Eyes on the football, stepped in front of it, and makes the pick.
Looking for his big tight end. Finds a receiver in the middle of the field. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
Well, you wonder if the receiver adjusted his route to get closer to that first down line. Whatever he did, it works. Move the sticks.
It's the 2-minute warning. We've got a blowout developing here before halftime. The offense will set up on 1st and 10. Takes the snap and takes off on the run.
Well, anytime you use your quarterback as a runner, the goal is obviously to hit some big plays. You've got to be careful of letting your quarterback take too many big hits. Not only can he get tired, he can also start to fumble the football.
With the catch, it's Contreras. And they tackle him, but not before he picks up the first.
Yeah, you know this defense has got to be frustrated after giving up multiple conversions now on first downs. There's another one. But for the offense, man, they're just playing very efficiently right now.
The Longhorns line up on 1st and 10 now. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Longhorns. And the replay booth has signaled they want to stop and have another look at this one.
Well, that's a thing of beauty right there. Good job all around. Offensive line gave the quarterback enough time. Quarterback puts it right on the money. And with this receiver running a route like this, makes it pretty simple. All you have to do is get his head turned around, catch that football. He's already in the end zone for the touchdown.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. Return starts from inside the 5. And he steps out of bounds right at the 25-yard line. And the Notre Dame offense back out on the field. This has been a rough first half. They'll have to regroup at intermission. But in the meantime, let's see if they can get some momentum going. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Launching it downfield. And he throws his third interception of the day. Going the other way, can they stop him? Past the 10. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas. And a pick six, a monster play by this defense here, Kirk.
That defender showed a lot of athletic ability there with the ball in his hands. I wouldn't be surprised if the head coach watching that thought about maybe giving him some reps as a returner after that touchdown.
And he takes this from inside the 5. When he's got some space here. Gets some blocks. Can he make it? They can't catch him. Touchdown. Special teams making a monster play. The returner gets the touchdown, but a bunch of guys contributed that time, Kurt.
Yeah, you're exactly right. The blocks up front really set the tone to be able to give him his chance. You don't see this happen very often in this game where a guy gets a chance to have a kickoff return for a touchdown. Everything has to be just perfect, and of course, he had the speed to be able to get it all the way to the end zone.
He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. And they stop him at the 23. That's solid coverage. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. The Longhorns will come to the line to crank up the tempo. After the incompletion, QB tries it again on 2nd and 10. Makes a quick catch. It's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down. Offense keeps moving. It's a completion for a first down. Scanning the field. It's downs. Sideline route, but he's out of bounds before the first down marker. Second down after that completion. Quarterback drops back. Caught near the sticks. It's Contreras. Tackle is made, but that's good for a first down of the 47. Offense cranking up the tempo now. No huddle. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Quick throw misses his mark there. Incomplete. It's now 2nd down. Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Here's the snap. Quarterback looking to throw. Receiver makes the catch. There's the tackle, but first down yardage. Offense in hurry-up mode. Quarterback pre-snap adjustment snap for this defense. He's running out of time here. In the clear at the 25. And a quick timeout call by the offense after the play.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but, man, make the play. Bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Intercepted in the end zone. Can he take it all the way? That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Finds room at the 30. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback. He told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game.
And he lofts it toward the sideline. And it's caught inside the 10. And they're finally able to stop him. A huge gain and a touchdown-saving tackle as time runs out in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Longhorns will kick this away to get the second half going. He's going to return it from near the goal line. Coverage team brings down the returner. The Fighting Irish offense is back on the field. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. Tries to get to the marker with his legs, but comes up a little short of the scramble.
Chris, I love the patience here by the quarterback. He's waiting for something to happen downfield, but it's not there. Then you see the athletic ability to be able to pick up some good yards.
Play action fake, looking to throw. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up. Urgency now for the offense that hates to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Third down play here out of the shotgun. And he's got it. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has. Notre Dame getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. The defense all over him. They stop him right at the line. Here's the second down play. Here's the snap, looking to throw here. Catch made on the out route.
Chris, it's so easy to get excited about the receivers on the outside and their ability to make big plays, but the slot receivers are just as exciting, especially with their finesse, quickness, and ability to make guys miss in the middle of that field.
Looks like Notre Dame will have the first down. That run picks up first down yardage, a fresh set of downs for this offense. Single back takes the handoff. He's found some room with the 45. They get him down, but he crosses midfield, spot the ball to 44. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. Using the ground game here. Tailback has the handoff. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What is an offense doing on third down? But I think what's also important is how well you defend first down. If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or in a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
9th play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. Caught over the middle. It's Kennedy. He stopped short of the marker, so it's 4th down now.
Boy, nice drag route here, and I thought the patience by the quarterback was the key. Puts it in front of his receiver, gives him a chance to make the catch, and picks up a little bonus. Nice yards after the catch.
Trying for a 4th down completion. And they can't complete it. It's a turnover on downs. Defense stepping up there. First down play call. How aggressive will it be? Off the play fake, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. There was no receiver in the area, and looks like it'll be an intentional grounding call. Offense getting set up. Here's second down. To throw. It's Downs. Lets it go quickly. Easy throw to a wide open receiver downfield. Mark out of bounds, but it's another big gain. This offense producing chunk plays through the air. The guys up front lined up. It's first down. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. Trying to extend the play. Oh, the pass is picked off. And he steps out of bounds, but a crucial takeaway. Great play by this defense.
Boy, this defense did exactly what they needed to do. Come up with a turnover here in the second half to get themselves back in the game. They get the interception. Now, can their offense come up with a way to cut into this lead?
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Well, the big fella's Kirk flowing to the right there. The defense just has no answer. It's a huge gain.
Yeah, and what a patience there by the running back, just allowing those blocks to be set up there off to the right, and then once he saw the crease in the defense, accelerates through that hole to show you what kind of speed he has for a big gain in the first down.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Off play action, he's looking to throw. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Defense wraps him up after the catch, but he's just short of a first down. The catch makes it a more manageable third down. Can he get there on the ground? And that game will pick up a first down and move the football to the 36. This Notre Dame offense is moving quickly down the field. And then first down, right back to the running game. A solid 8-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 2.
Just love watching this back run. Gets behind that offensive line, lowers his pads, and gets a nice solid gain.
Second down after that run on the previous play. They're going to run it here. And he'll get the first down yards before they finally bring him down. A running play gives the offense a fresh set of downs. They'll switch it up, looking to throw. That ball snagged for a completion. Heads out of bounds. It's a short gain on the play.
The defense is so caught up in this guy running the football on this drive, they forgot to defend him coming out of the backfield. Nice positive play here.
From the shotgun, handoff inside. Will he score here? He'll be muscled out of bounds, very close to the goal line.
Oh, man, this guy's having a heck of a day. Now, they may not win this game today, but you cannot fault his effort, what he's been able to do. He's been the one bright spot as that last carry now puts him over the 100-yard mark.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Fighting Irish. That's a crucial response by this offense, but still plenty of work to do here in the third quarter.
Well, I love that they're still fighting and competing. You can tell they've made some adjustments at half and try to get them back into this game. And that score is a great start.
Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Number 16, set to kick off, Texas.
He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Stop after a small gain. Now look at it, 2nd and 9.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
He's escaping the pocket now. Just throws it away, but takes a big hit in the process.
How about the defense's effort here? You're dealing with one of the more athletic quarterbacks in the country. Anytime he scrambles, you better have 3 or 4 guys pursuing the football. They do a good job of affecting his rhythm by pressuring him to the whistle.
Quarterback appears to be changing the play. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Receiver makes the grab. They make the tackle, but he gains enough to make the first down in what should be the last play of the third quarter.
Texas 35, Notre Dame 21.
So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. It's a shotgun handoff here. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Football comes out. Oh, and they pick it up. It's still a live ball.
Well, it's a good job by the defense to force the fumble, but you have to have the collective awareness for someone to get on top of it. It's a lucky break for the offense.
Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's brought down, but they went backwards after the completion. Good work by the defense.
Second down coming up.
What's the play call here on second down for this offense? That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Wideouts now clustered. Scanning the field. It's downs. Catch hauled in here over the middle. And they bring him down. That's a very solid gain, but still well short of the mark.
Chris, that's another nice pickup through the air. I thought they might be really just out to run the football here with the lead. But instead, they're electing to throw the football. Different routes, quarterbacks in rhythm. Really, it's almost an extension of their passing game.
Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Boy, as a head coach, you preach fourth quarter offense all year long. The importance of being able to finish out a game. This is a great example. They have secured this football, this drive. They've been able to convert on third downs, and they keep moving this clock. This is a clinic on how to run a 4-minute offense.
Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Second down, we're going to throw it. Oh, and it's picked off. A crushing mistake. Brought down after a short return, but the pick sets up the offense at the 39.
What a play by the defense. Really, the only way they can get back into this game is to create a turnover. They get an interception, and they're in business.
Here's the handoff. Breaking free at midfield. Breaks into the clear. It's a sprint. Touchdown, Irish. And the comeback is on. That's a crucial score, Kurt. Makes it a one-possession game that makes the stretch run of this very interesting.
Yeah, now the pressure turns to their opponent and their offense. Momentum is starting to tilt, and it's your job to go into your 4-minute offense. But I'd expect this defense to be extra aggressive to try to get this ball back.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Now they get set to kick it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. He's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. The Longhorns offense takes the field. This game just got tighter. The temptation might be to sit on this lead, but we'll see how aggressive they get. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Chris, good job here on that stop, but remember the ball is inbounds and the clock keeps moving here late in the game and you're trailing. As a defense, you got to start thinking about utilizing those timeouts. You got all 3 to use. At what point are you going to start putting those into play?
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. Quick throw. That's an RPO caught on the left side. Stopped right there at the line. No gain.
Boy, they're just fundamentally sound. Right where you want to be after the completion. Nowhere to go after that catch.
Looking downfield. It's Downs. Looking to scramble. On the move. Looking deep. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but It brings up a 4th down.
Hey, I understand the aggressive approach here on 3rd down and long, trying to pick up the 1st down, but look at the scoreboard. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter. Smart play would have been to keep running the football, work the clock, force them to use their timeouts. Now at 4th down and long with the lead, tough decision here. I think you got to punt it away.
And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Notre Dame offense back onto the field. It didn't take long to reach the end zone last time. A perfectly blocked running play. Can they keep it going here? And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
I know this defense worked very hard at halftime to come up with answers on how to try to slow down this running back after the big first half. And he's already at it again.
2nd down here. Time for perhaps just one more play before the 2-minute warning. Keeping it on the ground here. And they finally stop it, but a decent gain that time. And we've reached now the 2-minute warning. Sets up as a dramatic finish as this offense tries to grab the lead late here. On 3rd and short, they try to pick it up on the ground. And that game will pick up a 1st down and move the football to the 36.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
The junior able to bring him down quickly.
You know, in the era that we live in right now, everybody wants to spread the field around, try to create space, try to create one-on-one matchups, and the defense has countered over the years by trying to play out wide. But here's a great example. The defense has the ability to play wide, but still be solid at the line of scrimmage and not give up big run plays.
Heads out of bounds after running for the 1st down to keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense. Offense will keep it on the ground here. Touchdown, Notre Dame. Still no answer for this offensive machine.
What a touchdown here with under 2 minutes to go. And the big question now, Chris, is do you kick this extra point to tie it up, or do you go for 2 to potentially take the lead? Either way, your defense still is going to have to go out there and make some plays.
And the important PAT is up and good. We're tied in the 4th. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Your worst-case scenario, you go to overtime. But can they make something happen here? Try to win it in regulation. Let's see. An inside give now from the shotgun. And the runner brought down after just a short gain.
The defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just at 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
He's looking to scramble. Quarterback gets down to avoid the tackle.
Boy, how many times do we see this late in the 4th quarter? You know the pass rush is going to be there. They're getting after him. They're getting upfield. They get a great push. But what do they create? Space in lanes, and he takes off and picks up a 1st down.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency. That's a great example of what he's up to.
The offense with one last chance to win it here, but we're going to overtime. Back to pass. It's Downs. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side. And they've got him down at the 3. Big gain on that completion. Timeout called by the defense, their first of the half, as they try to make some adjustments here. 1st and goal, clock winding down. A great chance for this offense to get a go-ahead score. On the ground, trying to muscle it across the line. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And now a timeout quickly called by the defense as they try to get everybody on the same page here. They'll try to run it with the option. Pitch to the back. Touchdown, Longhorns, to claim the lead here in the final minute.
Chris, I thought we might be headed to overtime here, but this offense would not be denied. Outstanding execution, and they take the lead. Now it's all about can their defense hold on to see if they can get this win.
So after taking the lead, they'll kick it off here and hope the defense can hold on. And the returner elects to fair catch it, no return. Fighting Irish offense comes back out onto the field. Here we go. Crucial situation. They've got time to run a few plays. The defense can't just back off here and play too passive. Defense shoves him out of bounds. Not much of a gain there.
Chris, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively. But I've been always impressed with defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. That's exactly what we saw right there.
He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, this is it. Late in the game, really tight situation. This is what separates a good quarterback from a great quarterback. Can he come up with the play to keep this drive alive?
On third down, he drops to throw. Time is running out. They'll take a deep shot. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Well, Chris, this is it. It comes down to this fourth down play to be able to stay in this football game. They've got to convert to be able to keep their hopes alive. Can this quarterback deliver and make the play?
Quick throw, testing the middle. It's caught downfield. And a timeout taken by the offense to stop the clock with 12 seconds remaining. They need to score quickly here, trying to dial up some big plays. Now in the final couple minutes, here's a deep shot. And the pass is dropped. Incomplete. Would have had a huge gain. Took his eye off the ball. They'll get set, needing to score quickly now, looking for some big plays right here. Final minutes here. They'll throw it deep downfield. And it's incomplete. The final drive comes up empty, and the ball game is over. Well, the coaches kind of expected it to be this kind of game, an offensive show.